Welcome back, everybody. This weekend you can party with our friends at Independence Brewing, who are celebrating more than 2 decades in business, 21 years to be exact. Founder and President Amy Cartwright is here to talk to us about the milestone and to tell us about what's new. So first of all, Amy, good morning.
Thank you.
You came to Austin at the age of 21, started Independence Brewing at 29, and so 21 years later than that feels somehow full circle for you.
For sure. When I first moved to Austin to go to UT, I was 21, got my first job at a brewery called the Bitter End. And so, yeah, it feels kind of full circle to be 21 years in business here in Austin.
That's amazing. And I want to talk about how rare it was 21 years ago and how women are still kind of pushing the glass ceiling when it comes to being brewers or distillers or winemakers, things like that.
Well, you know, the funny part is I don't think many women think that, oh, I'm going to be a trailblazer or it's so special. But, you know, women have come very far in the both brewery world, wine and spirits. So I am just one of a few, but I think that what's really awesome in Austin is that we do have a supportive community, and you know, if you have the passion and the wherewithal and maybe a strong back, you can make it.
Well, I'm happy to hear that because I know you're really inspiring to people who want to become entrepreneurs themselves. Let's reflect on 21 years. How has that felt, or how fast has it flown?
You know, the funny part about time is it just is, it can feel fast and slow depending on what's happening. But, you know, I think that in the last couple of years especially, just coming out of COVID, we're happy to reconnect with people. And everywhere I go, it's just, you know, people remind me of things that either happened at the brewery or times that they met me over the years. And so, you know, I do find my time still working very actively in the business. So, you know, it makes me really happy when somebody says, you know, I met at your brewery, or I met at a festival where we had your beer, or, you know, just telling me about their lives and the impact maybe something like a Native Texan or a Stash or Austin Amber, these older beers that we've been making for a long time. You know, it does have, it draws stories out for people.
It does.
That's what I find.
Oh, and some of my first years here, it was one of the ways that we would connect is all of us would go after work or something like that, and we would go hang out at Independence Brewing.
We are infamous and / famous for the first Saturday parking lot parties that happened for 10 years. It was actually, it was before laws changed in Texas, so we weren't really allowed to have a tap room. So to this day, people will like stumble, like they'll drive into our parking lot and they're like, this is weird, this is a warehouse, are we in the right place? And so, you know, a lot of the location was based on, you know, 10 years prior to even being able to have that kind of facility. So,
oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But then you see all the picnic tables and then you think, okay, I might be in the right place.
It's for those that like the adventure, for sure. And I always like when I'm there and somebody comes in for the first time, I was like, congratulations, you found it. It was worth it. They can see where we make the beer. Right when you walk in, we do have a tap room, but you can see our full packaging hall and where we can, every can of Independence.
Every single can. And some really good beers. I told you off camera that I don't drink IPAs, but Stash IPA, I will drink because it is a delicious IPA, and that's one of your most popular sellers.
It is.
So in fact, you wanted to show folks a couple of the things that they might recognize if they head to the stores.
Stash IPA.
Yeah.
It's built Independence for sure. It's a classic West Coast style, bright and very citrusy. Very full flavor.
And after a long day, tastes delicious. Native Texan, and then what do we have over there?
I got Austin Amber. It's also very classic, and I've just found people really gravitating towards nice malty beers. It's well constructed and just goes good with almost any kind of food you can imagine.
It's because you're so good at what you do. Okay, there is a party coming up this weekend.
Is.
Yes, on Saturday for people to kind of celebrate everything that you've achieved. And we're doing it as a throwback party, Y2K theme.
Yeah, so we have a Y2K theme and people are like, why Y2K?
Why Y2K?
And you know, there's a couple things that we're gonna be doing that are pretty hilarious. One being we're having a digital e-waste recycling program so people can bring, you know, their old laptops, old computers or stuff like that. And I was really inspired by the fact that Office Space was filmed, Initech was about a block from where we're located.
A cult classic film.
And secondly, like for that first 10 years of the brewery, people were like, where are you? We're on Todd Lane. I don't know where that is. Well, we are right across the street from Austin Resource Recovery. And so, you know, if you've ever had to return a battery or something that can't easily be recycled, that was our inspiration for doing the digital e-waste program.
And in fact, you are going to pay homage to Office Space by having like a printer bust up.
That is correct. We have a heinous, very ancient printer that we are donating to the cause. We're going to raffle off an opportunity to have at it with a baseball bat, a la Office Space.
Smash it up. And then not only that, but you're airing a skateboard movie filmed here in Austin. You've got a live band. You've got more skateboard stuff. Tell us about that.
Well, so the skateboard stuff is really inspired by our new beer, Be RAD, which is named after our longtime master brewer, Brandon Radicke.
And so, I was thinking his name was Brad. Okay,
yeah,
Brandon
so
Radicke.
Brandon is not only just a genius when it comes to constructing beers, but he's really super nice and never corrects anybody when they massacre his name. And so oftentimes people call him Brandon, but it is Brandon, and his nickname at the brewery has been Be RAD for many, many years. And so part of the inspiration behind this beer was Brandon and his love of skateboarding, and we worked with some skateboard folks around town. Michael Sieben did the artwork for us, and so we're having a skate jam as part of the party, along with Weezer, cover band, Wrestle with Jimmy, and we're going to do a best trick contest as part of the festivities. And
if you haven't done skateboarding in about 20 years, maybe you practice before you show up. We don't want anyone hurt.
I know there's some rad dads that used to skateboard that might get on this little mini ramp, but yeah, you're right. You want to maybe dust off the wheels a little bit. But also, yeah, we found some old footage, an old skate video from the year 2000, and so it'll be the first time it's been screened probably since we had to convert it from VHS to digital to be able to do this. So I'm excited.
So many cool things. We'll have to leave it there. I just had a little taste of Be RAD, by the way, guys. It is delicious if you're an IPA fan. 100% two thumbs up. Amy, congratulations on 21 years.
Thank you.
Oh, we appreciate it. And guys, you can learn more about the party this Saturday, as well as what else is new at independencebrewing.com.